Alright, I always record these, but I just woke up and sound terrible. First things first is sort by hero order. That way you can see your duplicates. Nice, you got two supports last water, and the main. Two supports again and again. Nice. Keep those because they're the ones that, at least I'm seeing so far, the newer ones are empowered with 10 times damage instead of 2, like the older Gen 2 and 1. Also, these supports are the ones that puts down your skill points. So, you see he says he puts Fire Commander skill points 10 on attack. And you need those to build up because if you're at 100 skill points by the time you reach the 4th turn, or rather the 5th, because you trigger him and then it's 4 turns. As long as you have 100 skill points, you'll kick in Smoldering, which heals and triggers the other heroes that come with that pack, where they double the amount of gems they put out. I wouldn't keep 3 sugar plums though. 2 supports is great. Nice, you got the maintenance support again. And I love him. But I can't imagine needing more than 1 because he gives 50. But it would make for a powerful Earth Commander deck. Maybe that's helping you. But again, with the supports, you'd really only need 2 of those. So I'd keep the empowered and the 37 out of 70. And you could dust 2 of those. And then you'd have Earth Commander dust for, well, we're in it right now, if that would help you get an MC if you'd gotten the runes. Okay, now we're into the old useless, not useless. She's pretty great because she's honored, but it depends on the relics that you have, because she puts down 2 gems for 3 turns and creates honored intensity. I do sometimes use her in Gold Legend Trials, but that's because I have 4/5 of that deck. I've never used her, and if you dust at, as long as they're at 5 out of 6 stars, if you dust them and an event comes back around where it will give you a rune, it'll still do that even if it's in Codex after you've dusted it. Sorry. But you do have 2. Oh wait, they're from a different deck. Okay. And the other thing that I warn people about selling is because of the Spire, but since you're a newer player, I don't know if that's even going to apply to you yet, because in order to beat the 5th or 6th level, you need like the entire waterfall deck, and I haven't seen anybody else be able to get past it without at least most of it. The Mummy is a great card, keep her, and you've got the Wicked Witch and Frankenstein, great. I love Quook. Also, he's a gem destroyer. I still use him. Well, no, I use Draconic Irrigator, but he's a slayer. So Quook is the commander version of that. He destroys and does a small nuke and increases honored heroes attack by 15%. So he's a good guy. And then Mind Taker, although it is a turn counter, that helped me actually recently. I forget where. And having 2, this one, it still does the turn counter even at 3 stars, but that would be taking up space in your deck for better commanders or slayers that are light. And Senja, I keep selling her because I keep getting her. She does put a power gem on the board, and I think at 6 stars she puts a 3. Yeah. So that's 1/3 from one card. And the Fallen One is a Dark Gem Destroyer. He's great. And does a little nuke too. And he's got an alacrity buff. And at 6 stars it'll be a VI, which might actually help in events. I used Malika the event she came out, but I've never used Nika. Oh, secret. Got a tag. 1 second. Okay. Oh, nice. You have dragons and pumpkin queen. Wait, it lost it again. Whoops. Alright. He's a gem fall. And a GVG booster. At 6 stars, he'd be 400. But I think he gives 20 at 5 stars. I mean, at 6 stars. And that's what you would need to pair with a turn delay if that's the tactic you were using for GVG attacks. And you've got nice 3 supports from the last event. Keep every single one of your wardens. Keep at least 1 copy of every warden you get. Especially the new ones. Look at her stats. I'm assuming it's her because it's freaking being milked. This is the most disgusting card ever. Ooh, let's blow it up. Oh god, why did I do that to myself? Okay. You keep wardens for their dispel ability. So when you're fighting frenzy bosses or any other type of challenge where you're getting hit like crazy, wardens have a higher level of dispel than main heroes. So even at 4 stars, she's a 7, whereas a regular hero would be a 5. Let's see, do you have a 4-star here? Yeah. So dispel level here is a 4. So she dispels at a rate of 4, but the bosses are usually 5 or 6. But she's already a 7, so you would have that much more percentage to dispel. Like in this instance, it would be drain. Nice. You've been doing pretty well. You've been lucking out getting 2 supports every time. Same here. I haven't been spending, but I've been getting a free support and main almost all the time. I would definitely keep him. He goes with your Kalibas. And he's the one, let's see, if there are 4 4s on the board. So he's a nuke, a good nuke. Powered up. But he's on a 5-turn cooldown. But he's empowered. And she's the one that gives skill points. 10 on hit. And if you had 2, so you'd be generating 20 per hit. Plus, if you have their relic, they give 1 skill point per Water Slayer on your deck. So you could fit 2 other in there and get another 5 per attack. Is it per attack or per turn? I'll check it in a minute. 2 supports again. That would put... Okay, so having 2 of those would give you skill points, empowered damage, and 12 gems and a light trap, which means you could double them to 24 gems on the board. Crow is great. Reindeer and Evelyn are awesome. Pigs rule. Indasha's a great card to have because he dispels all buffs on an enemy. So if you look down here on Defender skill, it says this card itself has a chance to apply a Thorns buff on itself. So if you're fighting a boss that has thorns, like we just have right now in this current event, this card, well, hopefully you had an Earth Commander version, but if not, this one dispels all buff on your boss, on the boss you're fighting. So it's every 3 turns, and we get hit every turn in Commander, but you'd have a chance to remove that buff and heal. And he creates 4 light and 1 power gem, and increases his own intensity every 2 turns, which is nice. But he's not empowered, and he's not doing skill points. He's giving Dren intensity. But that may... nah. Might be useful, because I know that there are fire Drens. Baleful Bride, hold on to her forever and try to get her fully powered, because she dispels all buffs on enemies and heals. Plus she creates, let's see, 5 regular, 3 ones, and increases special intensity. And if you ever get a hold of Alex, he produces mass numbers of power gems based on special intensity. And they're also a 2 type. They're special and cursed. So the last event we had a cursed type. And there's a special fire relic. So you could boost their stats even more with an attack boost and gems on the board and skill points. Oh wait, but using fire... No, it just increases special intensity. Okay. If there are 25 ones on the board, she increases attack by 160 for every special on the team. Almost 1.5 times damage for 3 turns. That's pretty great. So hold on to her and Pumpkin Queen, because she is a recovery and dispel also. And creates gems, power gems. And you have Galena. Oh, she's the mystic. You are, okay. She's a gem fall, which is great. Again, if you paired her with the Fire Fell Clan Sapper turn delay. They take 20 gems to power up, but you can use them every turn. So powering them, or using them in accord with a gem fall hero, if she's going to put down 30 gems every 3 turns, he's going to get powered up every 3 turns. And there's a video on my channel about how to use turn delay if you want to check that out. And I see you, okay, so you didn't play these events, so they're not 6-star, but, and I know it takes a lot of saving up to buy the materials to fully evolve them. But this one puts down dark gems, and if you have his relic too, like if you got him from a revive pack. And haven't used Domi in a while. You've got, oh nice, you've got a 6-star Maelstrom. I can't get mine that high yet. Dragon Intensity increases water's affinity bonus by up to 50, so instead of 100% bonus, you could get up to 150 bonus, but it's ambiguously worded. Not ambiguously, but it's not clear and distinct and gives you a number. It just says scaled by intensity somehow, and powers up any other Storm at Sea heroes you had, but you only have him. Silverhoof is a nuke at 6-star too. And then I've never used Sigrid, Blazing Glory, Skybound. You want to keep your Wardens. Night Sun is a gem destroyer also, and a little bit of a nuke. So there's your fire version. I would keep him. I've never used Sinbad. But again, I'm wary of selling anything these days because of the Spire. But I'm also ready to give up on the Spire completely because I haven't been playing for 3 years and I don't have every card they ever made. So I'm not going to be able to beat multiple towers. I'm not sure how useful Bastet is again. No, she's a small nuke. Rothark is good for Forge Boss. He was on my team to beat the water one because he increases the turn counter, which means they can't hit you for an extra turns. And the water one that you're fighting in Forge Boss, that crab, he has a 1 turn before he's gonna hit you. So you're gonna attack him, he's gonna kill you right away. But if you're able to trigger Rothark, you can do that. Why are there... Oh, Giru, not Domi. Okay, they look alike. Again, keep your wardens. Hippolyta can be reforged, but I'm not sure if you can get that going forward. She does create power gems and tiny nuke. Tor. Yeah, that's pretty useless to me anyway. Warden, keep Vulcan. This one you'll need for 4 times for 3 and 5th for 15. Maybe. We're fighting her right now in the event. Okay, Warden. Aha. This is the one I've never gotten. 20% your remaining health, which is under 1,000, so that's not that impressive. Creates 1 gem every 2 turns. Yawn. He's a Gen 1. I've never used him, or Vorpal Blade, or Red Wolf. Keep your wardens. A little torn on those. I keep them. I have them. But I don't use them. I'm thinking there's going to be a Seer event in the future, so... And I haven't seen if you have the Dark God Relic yet, but it would work well together. And again, keep your Wardens and Bounty Hunters. This was a great deck when it came out a year ago. It does reduce... Oh wait, no, wrong one. It can kill itself. What a useful skill. Keep Indale, he's great just as a gem spawner. He puts down 10 at 6 stars. And he's a warden, so he would fully dispel zombie. And T-Bone has a video out on... I think it's a GVG attack deck with